name is Joshua, our slave Joshua Reviews, and today we are going to be reviewing Blue Beetle, starring Jolo Marueña, and I have my new puppy here with me, and we're both going to review the movie together. Say hi to Max. Max. Okay. We're good. Okay. Alright, let's go. So, I have my notes right here in front of me. Let's go ahead and get into it. Sorry, he's just so cute. He's giving me licks. Okay. So the performances in this movie, especially by Jolo Marueña and, George Lopez and everyone, does such a great job. Jolo really brings the character to life. It's definitely one of the best performances we've had in the DCEU, or I guess DCU, whatever you like to call it. Gunn just is acting weird and making this the first DCU character, but not the first DCU movie. So yeah, the performances are great. Definitely a 10 out of 10. Those are fantastic. The VFX, can y'all see him? Okay, so the VFX is a little wonky in the beginning, but towards the end they get really good, and it's great. I was able to watch it in 2D box with like where the chairs and everything move around, and it was great. It was fantastic. So, the villain, I don't know why people are saying it was very generic. I thought he obviously had a very compelling villain origin story. It was great. It was a little generic at times, I will say, but it's not, like, shoved down your throat. It was awesome. We get a first fight between him and Jaime in the first half of the movie, and then the final battle really pays off. It's great. It has the action you want. It has the dialogue you want. It has everything to make it a great scene and a great final battle, and it's definitely one of the best final battles in I was about to say in the MCU, in the DCU. So yeah, it is generic at times. I will say this movie is very generic. But this is one of the best DC origin movies that we've had. It's honestly really fun. This movie's really fun. It's one of the more funny MCU movies. The humor is definitely pulled off way better than it was in The Flash. It was fantastic. George Lopez is kind of the comedic relief in the movie, and he does it spectacularly. Hang on one second. Sorry, I'm gonna be distracted here for a hot moment because of this little guy is just too cute. So yeah, this is definitely one of the best DC origin movies up there. There are references to Man of Steel. We have 2 references to Superman, and we have, like, you know how in the fight scene in Man of Steel, when Cavill puts his fist down on the ground and the little, like, dust begins to form around, we get that in the movie, and it was really cool to see that little tribute to Man of Steel. Wow, that was a voice crack. But for all saying, that, like, they talked, I'm gonna put him down for right now. For all saying that, like, there were actual references, like, to certain outcomes that happened to Man of Steel, no, we don't get any, really, references to the Battle of Metropolis or anything like that. We get a reference to Metropolis when Superman is referenced. The Flash is also referenced in this movie, too. Again, this is the first DCU character, so whether they're talking about Ezra's Flash or another Flash, I don't really know. It's, again, this DCU is very confusing. This timeline is very confusing. Oh no. Oh no. Hang on one second. Hang on. What are you doing, man? I'm trying to record a review and you're just over here just whining. What was I saying? Yeah, so there aren't like that many references to Man of Steel, okay? I think they just said that to get people to go see the movie. Zack Snyder did come out and promote this movie. It changed the projections of the movie. It was originally going to make like $12 to $17 million opening day. But now it's looking to make, I don't know if this is opening day or just domestically, but it's tracking to make $30 million. I don't know which one. Probably for opening weekend. I don't know. I'll have to go back and double check. But yeah, Zach really helped the movie, although it was most likely paid, obviously, because Zach was very unactive on social media, so yeah. and then all of a sudden he just came out and said, "Can't wait to go take my kids to go see this movie." And I was like, okay, that's paid. So, yeah, references to Man of Steel are great, fantastic. This is one of the best movies of this year so far. Definitely one of the best comic book movies of this year. Right? It's great. It's really, really good. Oh, did I wake you up? I'm so sorry. Yeah, definitely one of the better comic book movies of this year. Definitely one of the better comic book movies with DC. In terms of origin story, I think it goes Man of Steel, probably Wonder Woman, and then it goes Wonder Woman, and then it goes Blue Beetle. It's fantastic. I might have to pause here in a second because my brother's looking for Max, but he's currently sleeping in my little arms. So yeah, it's definitely one of the better movies of this year. The family dynamic in this movie is fantastic. Really captures the essence and beauty of the Latino community, and it was really, really great. This movie is a tearjerker. I'm gonna try and keep this as spoiler-free as possible, but the family dynamic is really, really good. I will give it a little spoiler. The scene between him and his dad out on the front porch was probably my favorite scene. And then, there's also another scene between him and his dad, towards the end of the movie, which is fantastic. Yeah, it was great. This movie does definitely bring out the tears. Even my brother, he said he almost cried. So, and he's 12, so that was really, really great and really, really awesome to see a really true and great interpretation of a Latino family on the big screen and a Latino superhero on the big screen. And one of my other notes on here is the impact that this will have on the Latino community. I think this movie will really bring everyone together, and this movie really shows how important family is, and how you really shouldn't waste a day with your loved ones, because you never know how much time you're gonna have with them. So it was really, really great. Now, again, this movie does have its flaws. Again, like I said, it's very generic at times. The VFX was wonky in the beginning, but it gets great towards the end. But other than that, this movie was great. So, I'm gonna give my final rating. And this movie was a 8.7 out of 10. That was really great. It was awesome. When I go back to rewatch it, by the way, my family also loved this movie. We drove 2 hours to the theater to go see this movie, and it was definitely worth it. So, if you don't have a theater near you, and your nearest one is 2 hours away, I highly recommend doing that. It's really, really fun movie. It's a great watch for all the family. We're definitely going to be watching it here back at the house when it comes out on digital or on streaming. It's really fun. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, it's fantastic. So, go see this movie. He went under the bed. Oh well. I've lost him. Okay, listen, I will be boycotting Aquaman 2. I was very, 50-50 on going to go see this movie because obviously Warner Brothers Discovery is a horrible studio and doesn't treat pretty much any of these DC IPs with any respect. We obviously saw what happened with Snyder and Cavill and everyone. You know, Cavill was announced he was coming back, and then a month, 2 later, he's fired. So, yeah. So I will be boycotting Aquaman 2. Or maybe we'll have to see what the reviews are, but as of now, the film looks really, really butchered. The movie has been through 3 rounds of reshoots. And James Wan doesn't even know what final version will be coming out in theaters. And he said that himself. So, yeah. Christopher Nolan said a few years ago, I've brought this quote up many times on the channel, that, there are 2 types of films. One's made by the filmmakers and one made by the studio, and the one made by the filmmakers are always the better film. And the reason for that is because, well, the filmmakers always know what the fans want, and the studio just try and make a quick buck. And have you seen Disney with all these live-action remakes? Goodness gracious. But, yeah. Anyway. Another video will be coming soon. I have a big DC update video coming. I haven't been able to film it recently, but it should be coming either later today or tomorrow. And let's just say Mr. James Gunn just keeps going at it again, and confusing this DCU timeline. Oh, by the way, there are 2 post-credit scenes in this movie. And for whoever's saying that this complicates the DCU timeline, how? I wasn't confused at all. If anything, I was just annoyed. It's not confusing. I wasn't annoyed at the first one. I actually found the first one really interesting and really intriguing. And if we do get a sequel, I'm wondering how they're going to pull that off. And the second one is just a little gag that's from the movie. And yeah, it was stupid and really not needed. But yeah, anyway, I will catch you on the next video. This movie was an 8.7 out of 10. It was great. Go watch it. It deserves it. Yeah, this will be the... Maybe. I don't know. Again, I'll have to see the reviews and the trailer for Aquaman and see if the changes that have been made are great changes or really, really bad changes. And after everything we've been getting with the cutscene of Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton, it seems like it's going to be... DC are going to be digging themselves into a hole, so... So this might be the last DC movie that I really go see until Superman Legacy. I might go see the Joker next year. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see if that comes out. But, yeah. I'll catch you on the next video. take care and peace. Oh, hang on. Wait. I gotta... Wait. Max! Max! Oh, no. Okay. He's gone, so he's under the bed. But he says bye. So, yeah. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care and peace.